Students, in last video we have discussed the atomic model, Rutherford atomic model and Thomson atomic model, and how the discovery of subatomic particles was done by scientists. And this is the last model, Bohr's model. And in order to overcome the objection raised against Rutherford model of an atom, the objection raised against Rutherford's model of an atom that if electrons revolving continuously around the nucleus, then it creates its acceleration, and because of the acceleration it starts to radiate out their energy. And if electron radiate their energy, it means they finally fall into the nucleus. Electron continuously revolving around the nucleus, so from where they get energy to revolving continuously around the nucleus. So this was not explained by Rutherford. So that was the drawback of the Rutherford's atomic model. So now Bohr's model, Niels Bohr put forward the following postulates about the model of an atom. Only certain special orbits known as discrete orbits of electrons are allowed inside atom. So inside, this is the atomic structure of an atom, and special orbit that are known as discrete orbits are allowed inside the atom. So these are the special orbit we called as discrete orbits. Orbit is also called as shells, and electrons are present in these shells or in these orbits. Orbit or shells also called as energy labels. Next postulate that while revolving in discrete orbits, the electrons do not radiate energy. When the electrons, this is the nucleus part, and if electrons are continuously moving around the nucleus in a circular path, then while revolving around the nucleus in these discrete orbits, they do not radiate their energy, so they do not fall in the nucleus. Next is the orbit or shells are represented by the letters K, L, M, N. So first orbit called as K shell, second orbit L shell, and third orbit M shell. And orbits also represented by the numbers. So the number of K shell, number for the K shell is 1, number for the L shell or orbit is 2, the number of M shell is 3. So this is the Bohr atomic model. Next is neutrons. In last video you have learned about the discovery of proton and electron, that how was the discovery of electron and proton, that how electron and proton was discovered by the scientist. Neutron is the other subatomic particles. Symbol of neutron is N, discovered by J. Chadwick in 1932. This subatomic particle has no charge, and whereas electrons has negative charge and proton has plus charge, but this subatomic particles do not have any charge. Mass nearly equal to that of a proton. Present in the nucleus, and this neutron present in the nucleus part. This is the nucleus part of the atom. This is the atomic structure of any atom, and here two orbits are present. This is a nucleus, and electrons do not consist any mass, and proton consist mass, and neutron that is present inside the nucleus also contain mass, and that is nearly equal to the mass nearly equal to the proton mass. So the mass of the atom is determined by the sum of the mass of proton and sum of the neutron, and the mass of the neutron. When mass of the proton and mass of the neutron is added, then mass of the atom is find out. Next is that how are electrons distributed in different orbits or shell. That how are electrons distributed. The rules of the electron distribution in orbits in an atom given by the scientists Bohr and Bury. And here are the 3 rules of filling the electrons in the orbit of an atom. So first rule, and till now we have discussed that Bohr atomic model and what is the structure of atom, and how proton, electron and proton, electron and neutron are arranged in an atom. So, and Rutherford gives told about the arrangement of proton and electron in the electron and proton in the atom. And next, scientist Chadwick also gives and tell that how neutron are arranged in an atom. That neutron is present inside the nucleus of the atom. And next is that how are electrons distributed in an atom. So the first rule is for the distribution of electrons in an atom, that the maximum number of electrons present in a shell is given by the formula 2n square. You know that these are the orbits or shell in which electrons are present. So the maximum number of electrons present in a particular cell is given by a 2n square. Here are the cell of this name. This cell is called as K, this cell called as L, and this cell called as M. And the number for this K shell is the value of N. For this K shell is 1, the value of N for this shell is 2, and the value of N for this cell is 3. And N is called as orbit number also. So this is the first orbit, second orbit and third orbit, that we call K, L, M. So 2n square. For the K orbit, the maximum number of electrons is 2. 2n square, n value for K orbit is 1. So when we put the value for K shell in this formula, in the place of n, 1, and we get 2. L, 2n square, the value of n for L shell is 2. So by putting this formula we get 8. And in the same manner we get the maximum number of electrons present in M and L shell. And second rule of electron distribution in an atom is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the outermost orbit is 8. The maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in outermost orbit is 8. But here we write that the maximum number of electron in M shell is 18. But in this rule here is written that maximum number of electron that can be accommodated in outermost orbit is 8. So this may appear for you as contradictory. But here if we starts to fill the electrons in orbit, then in first orbit the maximum number of electron is 2, and in second orbit the maximum number of electrons is 8. But in third orbit, when we start filling, that maximum number of electrons should be 8 according to this rule. But when we start filling electron in third orbit, then at first 8 electron can be present while filling the electrons in this orbit. If there is atomic number of an atom is 28, atomic number of protons of an atom determines the atomic number of that atom. So this is the atomic number of the atom, and that element that contains this atomic number is nickel element. So, and let me take the example of electrofilling in this atom. This is a nucleus and 28 electrons we have to fill. Then K shell contains 2 electrons. L shell contain 8 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And L shell K, L and M. And maximum electron that can be filled in, that are filled in M is 18. But when we filling the electrons in M shell, at first time we only fill 8 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. At first time we only fill the 8 electrons, and remaining electrons will be filled in this orbit after filling the next orbit. Here is the rule that maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the outermost orbit is 8 at first time when we filling the electrons in the orbits of an atom. So this is the rule. And next, third rule is electrons are not accommodated in a given shell unless the inner shell are filled. Means at first in when we filling the electrons in orbit, then we do not fill the electrons in next orbit until the previous orbit, and the first orbit doesn't fill with the electrons. So that is, the shells are filled in a stepwise manner. At first we fill the electron in K, then after L, and then after M. And here atomic structure of the first 18 elements, you have to make atomic structure of the first 18 element, and first is a hydrogen element, and atomic number of that atom is 1. Atomic number means the number of proton present in an atom gives its atomic number. It means proton is 1, and the number of proton and the number of electron is always equal in an atom, so the number of electron is 1. So here in K shell, hydrogen consists of 1 electron. Helium atomic number 2, so the atomic structure of helium will be this type. In K shell there are 2 electrons present. 2 electrons are filled in K shell. Maximum capacity of K shell is 2. Lithium atomic number is 3, and proton number means proton number is 3. Electron is 3. So in K shell contain 2, and remaining 1 electron goes into L shell. Next is beryllium. Beryllium proton number is 5. 2 electron goes into K shell and remaining 3 goes into L shell. Boron atomic number is beryllium atomic number of beryllium is 4. So the electronic configuration, we called it the electron distribution in K, L, M and orbits of the atom called as electronic configuration. So in K2 and remaining 2 electron goes into L orbit. Boron atomic number 5. So electronic configuration of boron will be 2 and 3. 3 electron goes into L shell. Carbon, electronic configuration of carbon is atomic number of carbon is 6. So the number of electron will be 6. So 2 electrons goes into K shell and remaining 4 electron goes into L shell. So in the same manner you have to make the atomic structure of first 18 elements. So in a same manner you have to make the atomic structure of these first 18 elements that is given in, and the atomic structure of first 18 elements given in book also. And when you write the atomic structure, when you make the atomic structure, and then you also have to write the electronic configuration like in this manner, K, L, and the number of electron filled in K shell and L shell. And in this table, these are the elements, first 18 elements, symbol of the first 18 elements, atomic number. Atomic numbers means the number of proton present in an element represent its atomic number. So the atomic number, the value of atomic number, the value of proton is same. And in an atom, the number of protons and the number of electrons is always equal. So the number of protons value and number of electron value also same. But the number of neutrons is different from the number of proton, and the sum of the proton and neutron in an atom gives its atomic mass. And these are the distribution of electrons or electronic configuration. And try to practice the fill the electrons in the K, L, M and orbits in an atom. Thank you.